Attention, citizens of Earth! Old is not a word! Thank you!
There are a lot of weird things out there, but you weren't going to see that reference coming. That's what we do here on the Shmvoo channel. Keep everything original, keep everything fresh, even if it's not good. One moment I'm right here, one moment I'm right here. You don't know what I'm going to be next.
And today we're on the top 5 weirdest Genesis games I've ever played.
Now I'm not talking weird like, oh, that's a blue hedgehog. Blue hedgehogs aren't supposed to go real fast, they're not supposed to be blue either. I'm not talking about Mario. I'm talking about the kind of game you look at and you just go, okay. Now there's over like 900 Genesis games that exist, and 95% of them are really weird. This is a very condensed list. You guys are smart enough to know that if I didn't play the game, then I wouldn't have known to put it on this list. Right? And just because the game's weird doesn't mean it's bad. And again, just because the game's weird doesn't mean it's good.
Number 3 plus 2. So you're probably wondering at this moment, what's so weird about this game? Looks like a normal racing game to me. Well, we'll just have to see about that. Now this game is about a British Formula 1 racer named Nigel Mansell. And he thought so much of himself that he had a Genesis and SNES game made about his championship. I don't know anything about racing. I just know that this is a guy I had never heard of until I played this game for the first time. But maybe I've been too hard on this game. Maybe it isn't weird. Let's give it a chance. We got full season, we got driving practice, we got password, control, name, option. What's this? Mansell's advice? I never heard of this in a racing game. It's a South Africa. Okay. Set to high in the mountains. Major challenges to overcome effects of air What? Okay. I didn't know I'd worry about this in a Genesis game. So right now, it may look like a normal racing game. But if you would just scroll up a couple of pixels, you'll notice something. All hail Nigel Mansell, the god of Formula 1 racing. Now to some of you, this game might not be weird, but this certainly makes it good enough for me. Good enough for a number 5. But now it's time for number 2 plus 2. Berserk. Written by Paul Lee. Wait a minute. Written by Paul Lee? Since when are games written by people? Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, written by Miyamoto. And who's Paul Lee again? I googled the image and this is what I got. Let's give Berserk a little test run, shall we? First of all, this game looks like it belongs on the Atari. Second of all, once you call all the robots in a room, this unavoidable smiley face appears and kills you. This game has no music and no goal. It's completely pointless. It's just weird.
Get it? That's why it's on the list. You'll get it when you're older.
Number 973 minus 970. Must I say anything? This game literally freaks me out. Just imagine all of a sudden every single inanimate object in your house transforms into a clown. Now look, I realize that this is just a kid's game, but that doesn't change the fact that it's still really weird and the games don't... I mean, they make sense, but... What is that, human flesh?
In this town, don't we love it now? Everybody's waiting for the next surprise. Down that corner and hiding in the trash can, something's...
I'm running out of comedic ideas. I need comedy energy.
Comedy energy. Also known as ginger ale. Number 1 plus 1. Now, how could I make a list like this without adding Earthworm Jim? Yes, this game is incredibly strange and weird, which is why it's number 2 on this list, but it's also one of the most fun games I've ever played. Anybody who's played this game knows exactly what I'm talking about. Although I may really suck at this game, I really can't say anything bad about it. I just have one question. You know what? Never mind. I'm tired. Number 0 plus 1.
Here's the thing. I can't actually show you this game, and it's not because of copyright. This game would be the number 1 of a lot of other types of lists. Like the top 5 most disgusting games. There is a Genesis game. I can't. There's a Genesis game. And its name is... Jizz Wars. I'm not kidding. This is a real game, and I can't show you any pictures of it because there aren't any pictures. That doesn't show. Poorly drawn, but nonetheless, wieners. You are flying around as wieners. Don't look this game up, and don't download ROMs when you're not sober. You might just wake up one morning, log onto your computer, and find Jizz Wars paused. And then your girlfriend will walk in. And she'll be like, what is this? And you'll be like, oops. I don't know how I couldn't make that number 1. I can't think of anything weirder. Okay, thanks for watching. It's top 5. I don't usually ask anything, but I'm just going to remind you of this. Sharing is caring. I think you know what I'm trying to say.